Hello everybody, this is Johnny S with another R6 vlog. Today's vlog is going to be a little bit different. We're trying some new things, which will obviously be obvious. Good news and a surprise that I had mentioned a long time ago. We got our new camera for doing our vlogs, and in general, it's not just for the YouTube channel, it's not just for the vlogs. In general, we got a new camera, an Insta360 One X2. It's an old model camera. It was a relatively expensive piece of equipment. It is, and I got a relatively really good price at around 280. It's a 5.7K analysis on a 360 view. It's a 360 camera. The resolution, to truth be told, is not the best resolution. When you hear 5.7K, you think to yourself that, yeah, awesome, it's going to be great resolution and so forth and so forth. It's not, because 5.7K is spread around 360 degrees. So when you're actually trying to, as most times when you're doing some content and you're trying to focus to a specific component, the resolution is much smaller. So if, let's say, a normal field of view is 180, which is not 180, and a 5.K7 is a 360, then on 180 degrees it's going to be, let's say, half of that, which is 2.7 something. But the field of view is not 180 degrees. The field of view most of the times might be 90 degrees, you know what I mean? On the 90 degrees it's half of half. So you're looking at around 1080p, whenever you're talking about a normal field of view. Now, because the Insta360 has got the capability to actually zoom, change focus and everything, let me check that it's there. Alright, that's another thing that I've got. That's another thing that I've got to worry about, that I try to put it as tight as I can. Alright, but yeah, this is the first test drive that we're doing. Don't know if it's gonna work. We might encounter some technical difficulties. I have gone by the book, let's say, but yeah, we'll get into that as well. Whoa, god damn, that's a nice car. So just to conclude what I was saying before, the cons, let's say, the negatives of the Insta360, and this video is gonna just be called something like my new camera, my new motovlog equipment, finally getting our Insta360, whatever you want to call it. The cons are the resolution. It's an old model, and in order for you to have proper good, let's say, quality, which is going to be comparable to the moto, to the GoPro, let's say, and so forth, you need at least 8K, and that's where the X3 camera comes in, and the X4, which is the latest one, whichever has better analysis. If you take an 8K camera video on a 360, you divide it by half, it means 180 degrees. They're around 4K. It's not exactly, but I'm just telling you the math in general. And then you divide that by half on a 90 degree field of view, and you end up with around 2K. 2K is good, you know what I mean? You can actually zoom in. Let's say you're driving past somebody and you want to focus, it's like, oh, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Do that, then you can zoom in a little bit. If anything less than that, as per today's standard, is not really so good. So that's how much about the mentality and the concept about the Insta360. I mentioned the price. I hope it doesn't fall off. So we paid for the camera. We bought a 20 euro micro SD card, V30 and above speed, so there's no recording issues. 128 gigs. That gives us around 2 hours of recording. It gives us basically more recording than what the battery life is. the battery life is around 1 hour. You know what I mean? 64 gigabytes will get you around 1 hour. So like I said, we followed all as the per steps. We got a Moto Wolf, some accessories for the bike. These have been ordered in different times, so there must be like on the basically in the past month, and I have not mentioned anything to anyone because I wanted to keep it a surprise, which is very difficult because me, if anybody that knows me as a person, I can't contain myself. I want to tell everybody everything. So this was really really painful for me, but we managed to get all the equipment that we needed. Moto Wolf is a good brand when it comes to Insta360 accessories, when it comes to bases, when it comes to clamps, when it comes to all of this. They're quite heavy duty, let's say. Hence why the brand Moto Wolf, it is meant for motor logging, you know what I mean? So we bought a special clamp that I'll probably, if we find a place which is more relaxed, I might jump off the bike and show you, and just do some testings also, because the point of the Insta360 is not to, I mean, you can do it, you can shove it where I've got my GoPro and record from the Insta360, you know what I mean? But because there is a process, you need a microphone accessory kit with a nuts, a jack and so forth. Basically all the painful process that I went through with the GoPro, you will have to do the same thing with the Insta360 if you wanted to use it on your helmet. So I'm not going to do that because I'm relatively happy with what I've done so far when it comes to the audio setup. I'm going to be speaking from the GoPro. I do believe that the GoPro offers the first field of view perspective, which is okay, seems to be good. First field of view perspective, which seems to be kind of the more realistic, let's say, when you're doing vlogs and stuff, and I don't want to change that. And obviously, if you're going to hear yourself, if you're going to do any kind of motor vlog, people have to hear your voice. People have to hear your voice means microphone inside the helmet. Microphone behind the helmet means either a separate audio track, which makes things a little bit more difficult when it comes to editing, or some camera that you can mount it on top of here. The 360 you can mount it on top of your helmet and use it as, let's say, use only one of the cameras. It's basically two cameras on the Insta360 stitched together. They record 180 on this side, 180 on that side, and then the image is stitched, and that's how you get the 360 result. You can utilize one of those two though, the front or the back, and by utilizing that you can use it as a normal camera, but it seems a little bit redundant in the sense that you're getting an Insta360 and then you're using it as a normal camera. You know what I mean? What's the point of getting the Insta360? Another thing is that you can place the Insta360 on many different points on your motorcycle. So many people like to put it on the windshield if we find an area and a place, and also depending on the weather, because the weather is a little bit, you know, cold today, let's say. It might start raining, there's a couple of clouds and stuff. So if we do find a place, I might try some different things. I don't know, like I said, and I've only got the clamps and everything like brand new sort of a thing, so I'm still testing it. At the moment we clamped it behind our seat. Let's have a look. Hello everybody. So we've clamped it behind ourselves. This is one of the most common, let's say, viewpoints in order to see behind the driver what's going on. It's a good field of view. Hello Pizza Guy. It's a good field of view because you get to see the scenery, the bike, the driver. Another reason why I wanted the Insta360 is because I want to, if I do go on a track at some point of day, I do want to be able to record myself and the bike, and possibly study and see if I do any mistakes when it comes to turning, body position and all these things. That's cool. There's multiple other viewpoints that you can actually stick the camera to it. There's the MotoGP, what's referred to the MotoGP view, which is basically you hook it up at the back of your of the passenger seat, which has got a close-up of your behind, let's say, and it shows, you know. Some people put it on the backpack. That's the backpack point of view, so they got the stick going really high up, coming out of the backpack, and that gives like a topographic sort of view. But it is a little bit tricky if you want to both see the road, because it's very high. You gotta, if you're looking only at the guy, unless you're going for a specific special effect, unless you're going only for the guy, if you want to be able to see the road also, then it becomes a little bit tricky as far as position wise. So if you want to have a top view, let's say more topographic of yourself, you can do the backpack trick. That also gives the feeling as if there's a drone following around you and recording you. But usually those shots, it's to show yourself from the top, show your instruments, and show what's going on as per based on that. It's a little bit difficult to be so straight up, let's say, and simultaneously look at the front. You could possibly be able to get the front and possibly half the guy or half the bike, but not everything, you know what I mean? Whereas that angle back there, it's more better because you can see it and you can see me as well. The negative thing with that angle is that you cannot see the instrumentation. I gotta go like this for you to see the instrumentation. As soon as I go here, all you see is my back. I haven't carried many things with me, like I said, because this is the first time that I'm going for a ride with it. So I don't have my backpack. We're just taking more of a chill ride, let's say, and just see how it goes, you know what I mean? We might face some technical difficulties. Maybe I might have done some wrong setting. As per instructions and as per what I've read, I'm not the expert, like I said. I'm a noob. It seems that I followed all the instructions properly. Another thing that worries me is safety wise. I don't know if that way that you clamp it down is tight enough. That's why I keep an eye on it. It might be, I don't know. I mean, there's so many motor bloggers that use Insta360. I'm guessing if there was a safety issue, I would have known about it. Alright, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, baby. Far away from everybody. Yeah, let's park it here. Let's park the awesome beast here. And we'll see how we go. So for the beginning, I'm going to leave the camera on me. And hello everybody from the Insta360, yeah. So, I also took some stickers out. So for those that tease me about your bike is going slower now. Yes, it's going slower now. Let me take off my gloves. We got North Coat jacket, North Coat gloves, and our AGV helmet. But we don't have any pants today and no boots. I was in a little bit of a rush to get everything prepared. I will try to walk around the bike as the camera is recording. So the audio that you're going to be listening to is going to be from the helmet, hence why I'm wearing it. But the video you're going to be looking at is going to be from the Insta360, if it's still recording. Oh, lol. Let's have a look. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's recording. Is it stabilized? It kind of looks like it's tied on. Beautiful. I'm going to send the post edit, but I am getting happy about this. I don't think there's a reason why we should not be able to you know, make it work. Let's hope it is good. Alright, off we go. So far so good. And as I said, because we're testing things, I don't know if we're going to be using the audio from here, we're going to be using the audio from the camera, from the Insta360, where we're going to use it from. So we've come to the Athens Metropolitan Show, Expo Show, whatever the hell it's called. Basically whatever it's got to do with a show. This is where people come It can be from I think they've done some comic cons, I think, if I'm not mistaken. They've done the motor show for sure. And I think we go this way, and at some point we turn on outside. I don't want to risk it as far as the speed goes. I don't want to go extreme, don't want to go crazy. That's why you see me I'm going a little bit more docile. I think this is the way out, guys. I think so. Yep. Alrighty then, as Jim Carrey says. So I think so far so good. Another thought that I've had that I just realized is, if I'm going to be using this perspective, the video from the GoPro, this is kind of right in the middle. That's another negative thing. So if you want to do a motor vlog and you want to have your first perspective as we're viewing from the GoPro, and simultaneously have a camera which is focused on you, it might actually be a better idea to put it where the Garmin was. You know what I mean? Because now that if you get to see it from the GoPro view, it looks like I've got a thing straight in the middle. So if I'm sitting like that, I don't think it's very nice for you to actually see the road ahead, you know what I mean? Whether if it was on the side there, it might have been better. But obviously I'm trying to test, because having a camera in the center could also mean that you're able to get some better shots when it comes to my position, the bike, and a little bit forward as well. I don't know how that's gonna look. We'll test it. It is moving quite a bit. The road is not so stable. It is turning. So I don't know if the windshield is the best idea. Don't know if the windshield is the best idea. We'll show. I'll try to do some post editing and see how that's gonna look like. It's not stable. Okie dokie. It's what they say, alrighty then. Yeah, especially when you're leaning the bike like that, you can tell that the camera is shifting. We might stop halfway, a little bit more down. It's an interesting thing though. We might need to go one second. Let's go for it. And a good acceleration. Looks much more sturdy. Looks much more steady. inspiring confidence. What the fuck is this guy doing? And the good thing when you have a camera in front of you is that you can actually look at it. So if it does seem to get unscrewed or jiggly, yeah, you will have your mind out. One of the negative things of having it behind you that I noticed now is that you can't see it. You gotta like turn around like that so you can have a look at it. This seems much more sturdy. And even not in that angle, I think even if it's on the right hand side, it might still look good. I mean, I'm not expecting to do all the different positions and angles. It is able to handle it speed-wise. Maybe stop on the side a little bit. Yeah, stop here a bit. Stop under the bridge. That, guys, had to open it up a little bit. It's still there. Wowzers. Another idea, huh? Yeah, I just had another idea. I'm having many ideas. I'm having many ideas. Boys and the toys. This is what's boys and the toys. We have another idea. Another idea is to possibly put it in the front side, but with the stick. It's gonna look like I'm a fucking one of those guys. Fuck it, got hot, dude. Look at it. It looks like I'm going for a javelin. It moves a lot as well. It might not be the best idea. Also, the idea that I'm realizing now is that it might not be the best thing to keep on swapping camera angles as you're going on a trip. You know what I mean? Maybe pick a viewpoint. Probably get the Garmin also. That's where the Garmin might help. If you're going to go for the back view, have 3 different perspectives. Have one camera look at you, one camera look at the front, first person perspective, and then have another camera behind you possibly, or on the side, you know what I mean? There's also other views that people have used which extend the camera on the left hand side or on the right hand side more, let's say, but that's a little bit dangerous when you're going on a traffic road, because you know, it can go spastic. Yeah, it doesn't feel very safe to me though. Doesn't feel safe at all. Anyway, we'll test that as well. We're testing, baby. Also, another thing that I've seen is some guys they put it on the brake guards. Yeah, they put it on the side like that. They're trying to simulate sorry, they're trying to simulate the side view thing. We ain't got the perfect roads in Greece also. As far as the protection goes, there's two that I've seen. One is just a simple lens that you can put on top of it, and another thing to keep in mind is because this is the One X2, there's a little bit, not a lot of accessories as much as on the other cameras, unfortunately. Unfortunately, there's not many accessories. Anyway, guys, I do like to thank everybody for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk soon, guys. Have an awesome great day. Goodbye.